My name is Takash.
Dallas Walker.
Eric Waters. Eani Moma.
LockerReport.com.
And LockerReport.com.
And LockerReport. You're watching LockerReport.com.
Grind, don't stop.
Grind, don't stop.
Grind, don't stop. The grind don't stop.
Dallas Walker, Western Michigan. You know, man, I'm not, just because you know, like I said earlier, I could do this stuff all day. It was a great opportunity, and it was enjoyable. Well, you know, obviously I signed with San Diego in 2013, the spring, and you know, getting the opportunity, and I was blessed to be able to go out there and be around Antonio Gates and guys like that, to be able to learn from him and watch him over the course of 6 or 7 months. You know, it was invaluable. And then after I was released from there, I kind of just stayed training and, you know, praying for an opportunity, staying ready. And I heard from a few teams during the season, didn't get brought in for any workouts or anything like that. So when free agency opened, you know, heard from a few more teams, got into a mini camp somewhere, and then Cowboys called, brought me in for a workout. Went out there and met with the staff, worked out for them, and then they signed me a few days before training camp started. And, you know, then again, getting to go out there and, you know, although it was short-lived, you know, to be able to learn from another Hall of Famer, you know, Jason Witten the whole time was just, you know, it was a great opportunity. I think it's something that, being around Gates and Witt, that I've benefited from moving forward. Man, just, you know, obviously work ethic is something. I mean, obviously you get to this level, you know, work ethic's the way you get here, so that's a given. But just watching little things from routes to one-on-ones to, you know, blocking techniques and stuff like that, you know, you're able to take away a lot from those guys. They've been around, you know, they've had to, you know, learn how to position themselves, learn how to, you know, just run routes, and being able to critique them and them take the time to work with you and all that, you know, it's just, it was a blessing, like I said. Man, you know, just whatever they ask of me, you know, I love the game. You know, whether it's running routes, whether it's blocking, special teams, whatever, you know, I'm gonna give it everything I have, and make plays. You know, that's what I love to do, and you know, whichever team gives me the opportunity, whichever team I'm blessed enough to go play with, that's what they're gonna get, work ethic, and they're gonna get everything I've got every time I step out on the field.
Eric Waters, University of Missouri. I'm not so much happy that it's over, because it's a lot more to football than just running routes and doing things of that nature, or even drills and stuff. You know, you got to have the smarts. I'm very pleased with how this event was ran. I just wish there was a little bit more knowledge involved, showing what you know about the game, because athleticism can only get you so far. And it really takes being a student of the game to be successful and be a real professional. I had to learn that the hard way. It took me a while, took me a couple months to get into that mode. But, you know, I'm not glad it's over. You know, meet great people here, form some bonds, and overall compete. You know, that's what football is all about. If you don't have the desire in your heart to compete and be the best competitor you can be, you're wasting your time. It was a great experience. You know why? That's one of the greatest organizations, period, to exist in the NFL. If you going back all the way back in the day, championship after championship after championship, and to be around a great coaching staff that knows what it takes to win, you can't ask for more. They're gonna push you every day. Man, I'm gonna tell you like this: it was the best, single-handedly the best experience of my life. I learned discipline on top of just how to push myself past any kind of point I could. I almost, during training camp, I watched a show called Surviving the Cut, all military, based on what it takes to be the best in the military. And I tried to flip that and use it on the football field. What am I willing to sacrifice to be the best? The Steelers really taught me that. Granted, I didn't make it, but I learned a lot from that organization. Me personally, no, I've been busy trying to do. I just had a son, 6 months old, so everything's kind of hectic in my world right now. You know, trying to find time to train. But my agent has been in contact with them. They spoke a couple times, so makes me feel good. You know, that they still, if anything, they still got me in mind. Me, I take a different approach to pretty much everything. Anything I do, anytime I train, I want to train to the best of my ability. So I completely cut out. I changed my diet. I changed my workout regimen, when I run, how I run, I'm gonna work out twice a day if I need it twice a day. It's a lot of different stuff that I take into account. Being a health science major really helped me determine what I need to do to get my body ready to play football. So, I mean, I switch it up and I do different things. I can't really tell you one specific way I got ready for this. Yeah, so because I got ready for pro day a completely different way.
Eani Moma, Boston College. It was exciting. You know, I got an opportunity to basically put my resume out there in front of every NFL team. So I feel like I did great, and I'm hopeful for the future. You know, I always try to be assertive in everything I do. You know, it's waking up in the morning, eating, everything. So I feel like that all translates over to football. When I'm running these drills, when I'm doing my tight end drills, and where I was training, I made sure that I, kind of had that, willingness to go and, make sure that I'm ready to go when I come out here in front of these teams. By preparing that way, it just makes everything easier when you get out there in front of the teams. And I felt like I did a good job, and I was ready. Yeah, my experience is very different, and I had a lot of ups and a lot of downs as well. I started off my senior year of college. I tore my ACL in the first game, and I had a little bit of difficulties with the surgery, so I had to sit out about 2 years. And that was 2011. 2013 is when I signed, and I got picked up by the Eagles, and I was hoping. I had a great opportunity. Not a lot of guys can come back from ACL surgery like that. Unfortunately, it didn't work out in Philly. Came back again in 2014, again with Philly, got released. And this past year, 2014, I was with the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions practice squad. Once again, I got released, but at the end of the day, it's all a blessing. I'll give God all the glory for just the opportunities that I've had so far, and I know that the future is even brighter. I know I have faith in myself, God has faith in me, and there's nothing that can stop me with those two things. Well, it's funny, I have 3 older siblings, and they're all in the medical field. I have 2 doctors and a physician assistant, 2 older brothers, and one of them played football, so I had no choice. They're calling me, making sure. It's not me calling them, they're telling me, hey, make sure you're doing this, make sure you're doing that. It's a flexibility standpoint, minor muscle standpoint, to make sure that those things are firing to help the big joints and the big muscles to stay active and stay healthy. And they made sure that I was ready to go for everything that I've done so far in the NFL. So I appreciate them. I thank them a lot. Yeah. Before I left, I gave Foria my number. I've been able to stay in contact with him. I also been training down in Pete Bomarito's facility with Jordan Thompson, who's a second-year guy now this year, and Kellen Davis as well, who's with the Lions. He's down there. Just being able to train with those guys. It's different when you talk to them on the phone. That's always great. But when you're able to work with them, you can ask an unlimited amount of questions. You can get the work in on the field with them, and that's been helpful. All the connections that I've made has always been helpful, and it's fun to see guys here that I've met through the NFL chasing their dreams still, and being able to have that connection that we've made before on other teams. It's cool to have. So it's exciting. This veteran combine has definitely been helpful for all of us. It's huge. Pete has, and I can't even give you a number of professional athletes that are down there. And being able to work, like I said, to work with those guys alone has been a blessing. And then just the overall schedule that we have from Pete, what he has us doing. Somebody like me who's trying to make that transition from receiver to tight end, I don't have to worry, because I know Pete, once you tell him what you want, he'll help you get it. I've been able to put on about 15 pounds so far. And that's not just with Pete alone. I have a place in New York that I train, and they've been helping me a lot. It's called Superior Athletics, and they've been helping me a lot too. But like I said, with Pete, it's exciting to be around those other professionals and ask them those questions and get on the field with them, and then just have that schedule that Pete puts us in. It's helpful, and I'm going to go back down there to continue to train and get it in.
Takashi Kurihara, Hosei University in Japan.
Why you cut your hair?
It's too hard for me.
No problem, man.
Last year, actually, I got injured my hamstrings before the combine, so I couldn't practice much. So I couldn't catch the ball, I couldn't run fast. But this year I train hard in Japan. So yeah, I think hard training is good for the combine, for this combine. Actually, this year I wasn't so nervous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last year's Miami Regional Combine was more nervous for me, because there are so many wide receiver, about 60 or 70 players, I don't know. But this combine, about 10 players, so it's easy to play football skill for me, because about 10 players.
Right.
So I can play much.
Right.
I can play many times. So yeah, it's good. It's good for me.
When did you learn? I mean, when did you fall in love with football? When did you learn? When did you love to play football?
なんですね。
フットボール好きになった。
From 15 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I watched TV in Super Bowl
Okay.
in Japan.
Right.
So I was so excited. Wow, what the fantastic sports.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Who was the team that you start liking? Or what player you like most?
The first time I watched NFL, Super Bowl, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers Raiders.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I loved Ted Owens.
Okay.
Yeah, wide receiver, former wide receiver, 49ers.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. Everybody loves.
So I was I'm number 8 in Japan.
Oh, okay. Terrell Owens.
81.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. 81. Terrell Owens. Oh, that's awesome. That's good, man.
Yeah, that was first experience for me. So I didn't know about the NFL level.
Right.
And I have never played in America, university, high school, of course NFL. So I didn't know about the NFL level.
Okay.
But so the 2 years ago was most experience.
That's right.
Yeah. The first time I went to the NFL camp, I was told from the coach, the Shiba coach, catch first. And then after catch, execute the ball. Right. Yeah, so I have to think about the catch first.
Right.
For the ball.
Right.
And then run 正確なルートを
Precise route.
Yeah.
Okay, run routes right.
Yeah.
Precise right. Yes.
Yes. The last one I couldn't catch the ball, but the other one, yeah, good for me.
That was good. That was good.
You know, the Missouri have many Japanese good player, and NBA doesn't have a Japanese player in the NHL.
Right.
And the NFL, I think the biggest professional sports league, not only America and all over the world. So if I can be a first NFL player in Japan, among Japanese player, yeah, it's dream come true.
That's awesome.